Imagine waking up every morning with stiff joints that make walking painful. Now imagine not being able to tell anyone about it. That's the reality for millions of dogs and cats living with arthritis. And the hardest part? Most pet owners don't even realize it's happening until the damage is already severe. Today we're going to break down what pet arthritis really is, how it begins, the early warning signs most people miss, and the holistic ways you can help slow it down and ease your pet's pain naturally. If you have a dog or cat, this is something you need to know. What pet arthritis actually is. Arthritis is one of the most common chronic conditions affecting pets. In simple terms, arthritis is inflammation inside the joints. Healthy joints are protected by cartilage, a smooth, rubbery tissue that allows bones to glide past each other easily. The joint is also cushioned by a fluid called synovial fluid, which acts like a natural lubricant. But when arthritis develops, that system starts to break down. The cartilage gradually wears away. Inflammation increases, and bones begin rubbing directly against each other. This condition is commonly known as osteoarthritis, also called degenerative joint disease. It doesn't just happen in humans, it's extremely common in pets. In fact, veterinary research suggests that up to 1 in 5 adult dogs show signs of arthritis, and the number increases significantly as pets age. Cats get arthritis too, but because they hide pain so well, it often goes unnoticed. How pet arthritis begins. Arthritis doesn't suddenly appear overnight. It develops slowly over time. Several factors can start the process. Aging. The most common cause is simply aging. As pets get older, the cartilage inside their joints naturally becomes thinner and less resilient. Over time, the protective cushion weakens, making the joint more vulnerable to inflammation and damage. Injury. Joint injuries can also trigger arthritis. For example, ligament tears, fractures, joint trauma. Dogs that experience injuries like cruciate ligament injury in dogs often develop arthritis later in life because the joint structure becomes unstable. Genetics and breed. Certain breeds are genetically more prone to joint issues. For example, large dog breeds often develop hip dysplasia, a condition where the hip joint doesn't fit together properly. Over time, this abnormal movement causes inflammation and eventually arthritis. Weight. Extra weight is one of the biggest contributors to joint damage. Even a small amount of additional body weight places significant pressure on the joints, especially the hips, knees, and spine. Studies have shown that overweight pets develop arthritis earlier and more severely. Early signs most owners miss. One of the biggest challenges with arthritis is recognizing it early. Pets are extremely good at hiding pain, especially cats. Here are some subtle warning signs to watch for. Slowing down on walks. If your dog suddenly walks slower, stops more often, or seems less excited for walks, it may not be laziness, it may be joint discomfort. Trouble getting up. Arthritic pets often struggle when rising from rest. You might notice stiffness after sleeping or difficulty climbing stairs. Less jumping. Cats with arthritis may stop jumping onto counters or furniture. Dogs may hesitate before getting into the car. Behavioral changes. Pain can change behavior. Pets may become more withdrawn, irritable, less playful. Sometimes owners mistake this for normal aging when in reality, the pet is dealing with chronic pain. Conventional veterinary treatments. Veterinarians often treat Arthritis with medications that reduce inflammation and pain. Common options include anti-inflammatory drugs and pain relief medications that have horrific side effects like Librela or Silencia. In veterinary medicine, these are often called non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, or NSAIDs, or NGF monoclonal drugs. Some medications can be extremely effective for pain management. However, long-term use sometimes requires monitoring because they can affect the liver, kidneys, or digestive system in certain animals. This is why many pet owners also explore complementary or holistic approaches to support joint health. Holistic ways to support arthritic pets. Holistic care focuses on supporting the body's natural ability to reduce inflammation and repair tissue. These approaches can often be combined with veterinary care. 1. Weight management. This is the single most powerful step. Reducing excess weight decreases pressure on joints and can dramatically improve mobility. Even losing 5 to 10% of body weight can significantly reduce joint stress. 2. Joint supporting nutrition. Certain nutrients help support cartilage health. Common supplements include glucosamine, chondroitin, omega-3, fatty acids. Omega-3 salts, commonly found in fish oil, are especially important because they help reduce inflammation throughout the body. 3. Gentle exercise. Movement is essential. Completely resting an arthritic pet can actually worsen stiffness. Low-impact exercise helps maintain muscle strength and joint mobility. Good options include short, consistent walks, swimming, controlled play. The goal is regular movement without overexertion. 4. Physical therapy. Many veterinary clinics now offer veterinary physical therapy, which includes hydrotherapy, massage, stretching exercises. These treatments can significantly improve mobility and reduce pain. 5. Alternative therapies. Some pet owners explore treatments such as acupuncture, laser therapy, therapeutic massage. Research suggests acupuncture can help stimulate nerve pathways and promote natural pain relief. While results vary, many pets show improvement. Section 6. Making your home arthritis-friendly. Small changes at home can make a huge difference. Consider adding orthopedic pet beds, non-slip rugs on slippery floors, ramps for cars or couches, raised food bowls. These adjustments reduce joint strain during everyday movements. Arthritis is incredibly common in pets, but it doesn't have to mean a life of constant pain. When caught early and managed properly, many dogs and cats can live active, happy lives for years after diagnosis. The key is understanding the early signs, supporting joint health, and working with your veterinarian to create the right treatment plan. Because our pets give us their entire lives, and they deserve comfort through every stage of it.